Welcome, everyone, to the My Sister's Place virtual benefit. I'm Brinda Jailingam, the Senior Director of Prevention Programs here at MSP. Well, this is a first for us, hosting a virtual event, and we are so happy all of you are joining us from home. Tonight's event is interpreted by Jody Prysock and Lynn Martirano. Thank you, Jody and Lynn. As many of you know, My Sister's Place is in its 5th decade of supporting and serving survivors of domestic violence and human trafficking in Westchester County. Our work has never been more important than before, and we need your help to sustain it. Tonight, we have a very special match from an anonymous donor that will allow your gift to make an even greater impact. Please stay tuned for more details later in the program. For the past almost 20 years, our CEO, Karen Cheeks Lomax, has been leading My Sister's Place. She leads with courage, she speaks from her heart, and she inspires us every day to continue doing this transformative work. To welcome you to our first ever virtual benefit, it is my honor to introduce Karen Cheeks Lomax.
Good evening, everyone. For many years, I've been able to welcome you to our events in person, to see your fabulous, wonderful faces, and to feel the amazing energy and support in the room. However, as we launch our first virtual event ever, Imagine, and as I record this welcome, I am so aware of all of you out there, friends and family, colleagues, and supporters. I know we are gathered together in spirit, together in our commitment to move the mission of My Sister's Place forward, and together in our determination to make change. My Sister's Place began 45 years ago with a gathering of women sharing stories, creating a new language that identified their experience of domestic violence. Our founding mothers believed in the basic right that every individual be able to engage in relationships that embrace respect, equality, and safety. Over these past months, as we all have had to learn how to care for ourselves and our communities differently, practicing our daily lives in isolation. We have incorporated new tools and a new language, allowing us to stay connected and productive. Telehealth, Zoom, Teams, remote access, cloud-based telephones. I am learning how to be virtually present, but yearn, like all of us, for the movies, concerts, sports, gatherings, and those hugs and kisses that we all took for granted. As MSP safely modified our client-facing services, we quickly went into overdrive, planning, problem solving, and thinking creatively how to maintain shelter, supportive counseling, and legal services for hundreds of clients, and strengthening our virtual pathways for so many suffering silently at home. In more recent days, we have had to face some very painful truths, but we remain hopeful, encouraged by a groundswell of collective voices demanding change. My Sister's Place, as an anti-oppression organization, has addressed racism from the very beginning. Our mission and guiding principles continue to frame and inspire our efforts. We are all on this journey, but even as we manage so many challenges, we must stop and take time to celebrate. Celebrate the extraordinary accomplishments of MSP and our partners, the continued courage of survivors, and our combined strength as a community. Our celebration includes all of you. Over the years, but particularly over these past months, your acts of kindness and caring have overwhelmed us. Your deep concern for those sheltering at home in harm's way has come through in so many ways. You keep us strong and make it possible for us to advocate for survivors during these very difficult times. Tonight, we will be hearing from partners new and long-standing, from a brave and inspiring survivor, and a group of our next generation of activists, and a wonderful musical performance by Bernie Williams. But right now, it is my sincere pleasure to present the My Sister's Place Dream Maker Award to Deborah Slaner Larkin. And oh, the cheers that are happening right now out in virtual land. Deborah, how grateful we are for you in our lives. You have been a mentor, friend, confidant, and have helped us grow in so many extraordinary ways. For over 20 years, you have built on the legacy that your mom started, bringing your passion and expertise, providing groundbreaking guidance as we built the My Sister's Place Center for Legal Services. We have navigated many challenges along the way, and you have always been there, asking the hard questions as we strategically planned solutions together. At the heart of it all is our shared goal of equal access. You have helped us to reach thousands of survivors on their journey towards safety and independence. We honor you in your fierceness and thank you for all that you've done for My Sister's Place. Congratulations. So now your turn, Dr. Stone. I am thrilled to present Dr. Stone Cha, the My Sister's Place Voices of Change Award. Our partnership is a new one, and with your leadership and vision and the support of the Montefiore Medical Center, the Department of OBGYN, and Women's Health, we are reimagining what trauma-informed care can look like. With the establishment of My Sister's Song Clinic, you have recognized how the basic human right of healthcare was beyond the reach of survivors for so many reasons. And now you are creating safe pathways for those who need it most. We are most grateful and excited to continue to grow this critically important program, improving health and wellness for our clients. Congratulations. You will be hearing from Deborah and Stone in just a moment. So as we move into our event, I would like to thank our own Brintha for being our MC and Van, our digital DJ. Together, we will bring you Imagine. Let's do this thing. Raise your glass. Here we go.
Good evening, everyone. And thank you, Karen. Big hugs and kisses are coming your way, my friend. I know we wish we were together at the Ritz-Carlton tonight. I dressed for the occasion. And I'm feeling a really good spirit coming from all of you. This is working. I'm very honored to accept the My Sister's Place Dreammaker Award. But you know, you're really the dream makers every day. In my line of work, I'm often asked why we need women's leadership. Well, that's easy. I just have to draw from you and all the leaders at My Sister's Place to answer. You're smart, passionate, inclusive, focused, innovative, nimble, effective, and you know how to throw a good party. You make all of us, supporters and clients, feel appreciated and relevant. We trust you, and you deliver. It's the staff and board leadership that has made My Sister's Place such a powerful force over many, many years. And we know it's not easy doing this work day after day, especially now as the pain, hurt, and trauma we're experiencing from the health pandemic and searching for justice for so many African Americans and people of all colors that is exacerbated for victims of domestic violence. But My Sister's Place has been on the front lines for decades helping clients. They've always been there and always will be there. My family was introduced to My Sister's Place 20 years ago. My mother was asked to attend a tea to learn about the programs, and a client was there to tell her story. The woman lived in an affluent Westchester community, and eventually, after years of abuse, was embroiled in an ugly divorce. Her husband handled all the money. He had a fierce lawyer. She ended up with nothing, living under a bridge with nothing but her Papagallo shoes. Well, that did it for Mom. She was incensed. She never wanted that to happen again. My mom was not one to sit on the sidelines, so she made a call and gave the funding to start the Center for Legal Services. I followed in her footsteps soon after, as did my daughter Margaret. The Legal Center has grown from 1 attorney to 10 with 5 paralegals, and a human trafficking team provides free family and immigration counsel to over 1,000 individuals each year. Having strong representation is key, but having emotional support is also vital. Going through legal proceedings, sitting across from your abuser can be very intimidating. Imagine doing that alone. The Sister-in-Law Volunteer Program was established to provide emotional support to clients by going with them to court hearings. As a former sister-in-law, I know that being there, standing side by side with a client, changed her experience and mine. She was not alone. We're making progress. The Violence Against Women Act was passed and enacted. Other legislation exists to better address domestic violence. And my sister's place continues to develop more programs using new technologies to be even more effective in today's world. The stories that horrified and motivated my mother still need to be told. There can be no return to the old normal. In our society, normal must mean we protect and give voice to women who need our help. We can all be dream makers for my sister's place and their clients. I hope you'll join me in lending your support. With heartfelt appreciation for all that my sister's place does, a big standing O, and thank you.
Hello. I am thrilled to be able to say congratulations to my friend, Deborah Slaner Larkin. For the past 27 years, you have been my model for passion, ingenuity, and generosity. Your commitment to social justice and equality is unmatched. And I have learned so much from you about how to make social justice real in people's lives. On a personal note, I also want to thank you because, Deborah, I am one of the people whose lives you have changed. I am a more empowered person because of you. Thank you to my sister's place for honoring Deborah and giving me the opportunity to say thank you and congratulations. And thank you, Deborah, for being the amazing human being you are, who has changed the world and made it a better place.
Okay, thank you so much. That was beautiful. And congratulations, Deborah. On behalf of our clients, I just want to say that we are so grateful for your commitment and passion over the last several years. And now we're going to hear from a true healthcare hero. In the midst of this pandemic, he's agreed to kindly share a few words with us. Coming to us from the Montefiore Medical Center in the Bronx, here is Dr. Stone Cha, our second honoree.
Hello, my name is Sanderson Stone Cha, and I'm an obstetrician gynecologist in the Bronx. I did my OBGYN training program at Albert Einstein Montefiore, where I recently graduated, and I have decided to stay. During the course of my training, I noticed that there were many gaps in knowledge and in comfort in providers in how to address intimate partner violence and gender-based violence. I noticed that many people were working in silos, not quite knowing how to address this public health crisis, and not really feeling comfortable with this topic. And so I created a workshop for doctors in training and for medical students to increase comfort and confidence in how to address intimate partner violence in a safe manner, so that doctors are not just looking at medical illnesses in isolated silos, but are able to holistically provide care to patients. Through the course of that work, I was very privileged to meet and to collaborate with organizations such as My Sister's Place, and together we've created a vision of creating a safe space for clients to access obstetrical and gynecological and reproductive health care in a way that is respectful, in a way that restores patient agency and autonomy, and in a way that reduces the risk of re-traumatization or reduces the risk of escalating any violence at home. And so it's taken us a lot of thinking and a lot of planning together to create such a safe space, because rather than just looking at the medical illness of things, we also have to look at the logistics of safety planning within the office space, of scheduling and coordination of scheduling, of reminder calls and letters that may not be safe to send to the clients, and things like waiting rooms, secondary exits, and all these logistical and policy-based things that we are continuing to work on. So my hope is that soon we'll be able to open the doors to this kind of referral-based office that can provide truly trauma-informed care to our patients, that we can provide longitudinal care in a safe space. I've learned so much and continuing to learn so much from this process, and it's my absolute privilege and honor and pleasure to be working with My Sister's Place in these efforts, and I'm honored to be part of this organization. Thank you so much for supporting and cheering us on during these collaborative efforts. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Stone. It has been an absolute honor and pleasure working with you. Your commitment and dedication to working with victims and survivors of human trafficking and domestic violence is truly inspirational. As you know, many of our clients do not have access to appropriate medical care or appropriate OBGYN care. This connection with you will empower them. This connection will improve overall health, and I look forward to collaborating with you in the future. On behalf of MSP staff, I thank you. On behalf of MSP clients, I thank you. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, Candace, and congratulations, Stone. This pandemic has had quite a significant impact on many of the families in Westchester, and our clients have shared that they have lost jobs, that they have had basic access to necessities cut off, and even lost their support systems. Throughout all of this, My Sister's Place shelter team has really gone above and beyond to ensure that the shelter remains open, safe, and available to all who need it. I am so grateful to this strong team, and I'm grateful to everyone at My Sister's Place, all my colleagues, who continue to serve our clients and the community throughout this pandemic from day one. Next, we're going to hear from a survivor of human trafficking. Born in Mexico, she was abandoned by her mother at a young age, and she grew up not knowing her father. She was taken in by her aunt and brought to the US as an undocumented child. She persevered through many, many traumas and is now looking toward a brighter future with hope and optimism. She asked that her appearance be concealed, partially concealed, to protect her privacy and her identity. Here is a bit of her story.
When I got to the States, I ended up going to California, and we lived there with most of my family. But the main person that took care of me was my aunt. I guess she got like engaged to a guy that she used to go to school with when she was younger. We moved away from my family, and once we got away from my family, he kind of let out his true colors. He was abusive. He was a terrible person towards me. I wasn't okay. I was a child, and I wasn't even living like a regular child. I had to do things that none of my other friends or classmates would do. I suffered from physical and sexual abuse and mental abuse from him. It was at a point where I didn't know, like, if I was going to wake up the next day alive or not. I ended up having like this class in school where I remember that I think it was like, I guess like a kind of like a health class for like a day, and they were speaking about like what it's okay and what is not okay, and it just had me thinking like what I'm going through is not okay, and if I want my life to change, if I want to live, if I want to have my own life, I can't stay where I am. I have to do something. And I ended up getting the cops involved, and well, I like from that moment on, I became into the state custody, and I was placed into a foster home. I recently got out of there when I was 15, I believe. No, 16. I was 16 because I met my father and I started building a relationship with him, but I was kind of like scared because every person that I had lived with that was related to me throughout my whole life did some type of hurt towards me. One day I was speaking with my brother's mom, and she told me, I went through a similar situation where I had a partner and he decided he wanted to physically abuse me. So I asked for help, and there's this like company, it's called My Sister's Place, and they really helped me a lot, and maybe they could help you. And then I ended up, getting in contact with somebody in My Sister's Place, and my whole life has changed a lot. Things started moving quickly. I ended up getting my worker's permit. I was sent to go get fingerprints. So, like, everything was just moving fast, and it was going good. At first, when I would speak, I wouldn't be able to say everything. I would start a little bit, and I would shut down. But I've went through a lot of counseling, and I've heard a lot of people like tell me it's okay. What happened to you in the past doesn't define you. So I'm okay. I'm good. But when I got to My Sister's Place, my whole life changed. Like, now I'm not even going to get to go to college. That's like, and if I do, it's going to be like when I'm like 20 something. But like now all I'm doing right now is just waiting for a yes. And for me to be graduating this year from high school, it's like already a big win. So I'm just living a life that I didn't think was possible for me to live. I'm 17 years old, and for my future, I wish to become a lawyer to help people that are in similar situations that I am.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and thank you so much for your courage. It is truly a privilege to hear about your experience, and we are so happy to celebrate with you as you mark your graduation. Like this young survivor, many young people in Westchester are trying to figure out how to navigate relationships, how to make sense of what domestic violence is, whether they experience it themselves or whether they see it at home. My Sister's Place recognizes the importance of reaching young people so we can have these important conversations. I am so proud and fortunate to be part of an incredible education and prevention team where we are going out into middle schools and high schools, delivering healthy relationships workshops and having these conversations with students. We talk about consent, we talk about setting boundaries and what is healthy for them. Next, we're going to hear from a brilliant group of high school students who recently participated in MSP's Summer Leadership Institute. They are leaders, they are activists, they are advocates, and they are making positive changes in their own communities. I had the pleasure of speaking with them recently, and I want to share a bit of our conversation. Here they are.
Hi, my name is Raquel Negron. I go to Saunders High School and I'm about to be a junior this year. A way that Summer Institute has impacted me is that I have much more of an open mind to many situations that go on in my life. And I have many more tips on how to handle things more maturely than I would have in the past. I've learned many new lessons that I never even heard of before that I'm glad I do now. I can help family, friends, whoever comes to me, and I know how to help them better than I would have. And I've taken up much more leadership skills and how to use my voice in a better way.
Hi, my name is Casey Harris. I will be a senior soon and I attend Rhinebeck High School. The way Summer Institute has helped me, like Raquel said, has informed me. I've learned things that I've never known before. And using that knowledge has inspired me to help others and share what I've learned with them so that they may become better people and better citizens in our society.
Hi, my name is Ella Rimland. I go to Irvington High School and I am a current sophomore going to be a junior next year. Our conversation surrounding oppression has definitely changed the way I view the world and everything up to policies and government. We talked about ableism. I didn't even know ableism was a thing until we went to this program. And now I start to see things like that all around. Different stores that are only catered to people who are able. And I would love to change that.
Hi, my name is Tally Bonner. I will be a senior and I attend the Montfort Academy. This program was not only fun and memorable, but it has shaped me into a better person. I have been more selective in choosing my friends and the people I choose to surround myself with. I have met a group of people at this program who I have grown to love and consider a second family. They are a support system, and we have created a safe space to let out anything that has been weighing on us. I have learned to listen and be more open-minded and observant. This program has prompted me to continue a path of personal development. As a result of being involved with this program, I have been inspired to do more. I have felt supported and inspired to step out of my comfort zone and run for senior class president of my high school, and I have won. This program has shown me my worth and value, my confidence has improved, and I've been able to put plans in motion to launch my own graphic design and editing business.
This program has inspired me and helped me to realize that I can do what I can with the resources that I have, using what I have to help others, whether it's through my social media, I just post a good scripture or something that I feel that would brighten someone's day, or just telling my friends that they're beautiful, or even with a conversation with my classmates, my friends, just using what I've learned to help others with the resources that I have.
Thank you, Casey, Hallie, Raquel, and Ella. That was so great talking to you guys that day. Some of you might know that my sister's place has had a long-standing partnership with the New York Giants. We are so grateful for their friendship. To represent the Giants, we have a special guest, and I will let him introduce himself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Howard Cross, New York Giants alumni and a longtime supporter of My Sister's Place. I'm very proud to say that I was there in the very beginning when the New York Giants and My Sister's Place partnered together to raise awareness about domestic violence and to make sure everyone knew it takes all of us to make a change. In those early days, we did mall walk and talks, where hundreds of people came together to discuss the realities of domestic violence and to raise some much needed funds. Now, there's in-stadium domestic violence game days and special service announcements committees and campaigns. And just recently, the Fellowship of the New York Giants and My Sister's Place developed a curriculum for student athletes so they can have healthy relationships on and off the field. I'm really proud of this commitment and how it's grown over the years. So on behalf of the New York Giants, I stand with you, My Sister's Place, as you reach thousands. And you foster the hope that every person deserves a happy, healthy, and safe relationship with love. Thank you.
Thank you, Howard, for your wonderful message. Before I hand you back over to Karen, I want to leave you with 3 concrete ways that you can help My Sister's Place and our mission. First, donate. Every dollar counts, no matter how small or big the contribution. It really makes a difference in continuing our work. There's a link at the bottom below the video in the description, or you can visit our website. Second, talk about us. You've heard some incredible stories, some powerful messages from our friends, our partners, our survivor. Please share that with your friends, your family, and help raise awareness around domestic violence and human trafficking. And lastly, join us. Sign up for our newsletter, follow us on social media. We just posted some great videos on Instagram. And soon enough, we'll be back again doing our events in person. But for now, we would love to stay in touch virtually. Thank you.
Wow, that was really amazing. Thank you so much, Deborah and Stone, and congratulations again on your well-deserved awards. And to our survivor, thank you for sharing your story. Your hopeful future inspires all of us. And to our Summer Institute kids, we have a lot to learn from you. So keep on being the leaders that you are. Thank you, Howard, and to the New York Giants. You have been steadfast partners for 20 seasons. We know we will be back on the field and in the stands soon. Before we end our virtual evening with a very special message and music from Bernie Williams, we are all big fans. I want to thank my extraordinary staff. If we were in a room together, I would ask you all to stand and be recognized. You deserve all of the applause. You have made sure that the most vulnerable continue to have their needs met. Thank you so, so very much. To my board of directors, our young professional board, and our event co-chairs, and the entire committee, thank you so much for pivoting with us and for your steadfast support. Special thanks to our partners at MasterCard, Clifford Chance, and the New York Giants, and to everyone who has sent well wishes, offers to virtually volunteer, donate masks and gloves, and more. We are deeply, deeply grateful. And for all of you who have made a gift, and for those who are just about to push that donate link, we have some amazing news for you right now. An anonymous donor has agreed to match everything we raise this evening through the end of the month, 3-to-1, up to $100,000. And I'll just say it again, because that is an extraordinary gift, up to $100,000. How amazing, totally amazing that is. And the impact that it will make is beyond words. My Sister's Place will weather this storm. and will be there for survivors. They are not alone. As we close out our evening with a message and song for Bernie, I know I will be seeing you all very, very soon. I look forward to that. And with much love and appreciation, let's listen and imagine together. I love you guys. It was so great seeing you tonight. And I look forward to the next time that we're together.
Hi everyone, this is Bernie Williams. At a time when we're facing so many challenges, I want to salute the outstanding work of My Sister's Place, an organization that continues to provide a lifeline to so many families impacted by domestic violence and human trafficking. We are gathered together, not in person, but certainly in spirit, harnessing our shared commitment and supporting a future filled with hope, kindness, love, and peace. On the occasion of this special event, Imagine, I would like to dedicate my little version of this song, to Deborah and Stone, and to the entire staff at MSP, and most of all, to the survivors. Your courage gives us strength to move forward. God bless you all.